Accountability. I want you to cease fighting. Sit down, let's talk about life. It's your boy, social media hype man, aka Terrence A. Collins Jr., aka Mr. Inspired Mind. And I know you guys are used to the branding, right? You're used to high energy, you're used to mass excitement. Um, it's a quarter to 10 p.m. All right, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. You see, I don't even have my hype man shades on. All right, I'll bring those to you guys in another video coming soon. And instead of going to bed, I knew that with the accountability, I need to be accountable to you guys and sit down and record this video right here. And this video, it just it just popped up on my way home, and I just want to tell you guys a little bit about my day. Um, I don't want to have hypotheses with your life. I don't want you to be my experiments. I want to just come from a place where I'm able to give my experience strength and hope. And so accountability. Um, man, I got up today and I called into work. All right, what do I do? I'll sell rocks and push pounds. Okay, literally natural stones. So I work at the tile shop. And I love home improvement sales and just doing business from home. I didn't feel 100% completely fulfilled, and so I had to add this into what I was doing, and it's a new experience for me. I'm the new guy out there, and being the new guy, you want to set the best impression. You want to show up on time. You want to show up early. You want to do all the extra stuff, go the extra mile, and all that stuff. And I got it today, and I called up there, and the manager picked up, and I said, Darcy, when I get there, when I'm coming in, when I get there, I want you to have my write up printed up. All right, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling lightheaded. Struggling to really get up and get out this morning. Um, but I'm on my way in. When I get there, I'm gonna write over to you, ink pen in hand, sign this write up, and then we can get our day started from there. And man, talk about accountability. And that cease fighting part. A lot of you guys are watching this. And I know a lot of you guys' stories, a lot of you guys' struggles, and a lot of you guys I don't. But what I can tell you is that acceptance is the answer. I have to accept every person, place, or thing is exactly the way it's supposed to be. That things don't just happen; they happen just. I need to stop fighting things because when a lot of people they will fight tooth and nail to avoid getting a write up. Well, I don't feel good. Well, I don't this. Well, I don't that, and every excuse in the book, and just keep making excuses and all that. And I got there, and there was no questions about whether I felt good or not. And so we filled out my write up, and she gave me a big hug. Right, so weird. Like this part sucks about having to be a manager. So let's hurry up and get this over with. And we got over with. She gave me a big hug, and was definitely very supportive. And my section is the showroom floor. It's a $20 million showroom floor, not counting all the products that we have in stock on the showroom. $20 million showroom floor, and I've got marble. And if you know your natural stones, you, me having marble, that's kind of crazy. Being a new guy, marble is extremely heavy, so I'm moving all this marble around. I'm not feeling good, and I hate being extra dirty, and I don't sit on floors. That's just not something I do, especially not in the store or in public or anything like that. And I'm taking breaks sitting on the floor, leaning up against the showroom displays, just because I didn't have it in me. But I refuse to just quit. Okay, I refuse to quit. And instead of crying, moaning, and complaining about the task at hand, I just, you know what? I'm not even gonna fight this. I'm not even gonna fight this. I wasn't fighting feeling guilt. I wasn't fighting right. I wasn't fighting any of that stuff. I just said I'm gonna accept it. And a lot of you guys in the situation that you're in, oh my gosh, if you guys would just give up fighting, if you would just give in, if you would just surrender to it. Because here's the thing. The problem you have, if you don't have a solution to it, either it's not your problem or there's nothing you can do about it, so accept it and move on. Don't bring yourself down. Don't make yourself sick. Don't do that. And I accept it. What I was powerless over. And even things I had power over, I said, you know what? Just move on. Right? Surrender to that stuff. Surrender to it. Let it go. And what you're doing is you're letting all that negativity escape you. And you're putting yourself in a situation where bigger and better things can happen for you. And so I did that. I had to check myself. Took a couple breaks, but I checked myself. Said, look, just do it. It comes with this. We're gonna get it done. It ain't a got to, ain't a have to. It's not even a I get to. Being grateful about it. It was about owning that situation, inherently owning it. I said, you know what? It's not a pride and ego thing. We want to have the best kept section. It's a lack of humility. I don't have it in me to admit another person up there it has a better section than me, has their stuff more together than me. I just don't have that makeup. And so my lack of humility caused me to really get to work on that and just be in my own world. And then Darcy comes by and she goes, hey, can you help Jennifer? And I wasn't paying attention when she asked, could I help? And Jennifer's general manager. I said, what do we need help with? 1/4 of the showroom floor was coming down, being rearranged and all that. Absolutely crazy. And I wasn't crying about it. I said, all right, let's get to work. And so I'm pulling displays down, pulling tag stickers, all that, putting together this big stack of these boards that we have. And then when they're all down from a couple of miles, they're asking for boards, quicker. Then we pull them down to get things up. And expecting me, the new guy, to be able to just boom, get them. And it wasn't working that way at first. But then next thing you know, instead of getting mad and stressed out, I ceased fighting that situation. And I accepted it being what it was. And next thing you know, I was literally grabbing like 6 at a time and starting to predict which possible ways that these displays were going to wind up going. So when they did the last row, it was relatively simple, smooth, and fast. And as we continued to progress, I disappeared, or so it seemed. What wound up happening is right as I was at a possible breaking point, I just stopped, got some water, sat down for a couple minutes, took a couple deep breaths, said it's all right. Remember, I'm not feeling good, feeling very weak. I come walking out the employee break room, about to step back into this aisle, and I look, and I see 2 people walking in. One was a contractor, one was a customer. Prior to the day, I spent total, there are multiple trips they made up there. Spent a total of 15, 20 minutes talking to them. And today, when they left, they had put down $9,000 to get exactly what I was pointing out to complete what this lady was looking for to have in her home. $9,000. Boom. There's people that they've been working there for a while, and they've never had a single transaction that went that high. Now let me tell you, a lot of my coworkers that were there, they're normally pretty level. Some of them were up there. They were down here. They weren't all the way feeling it. Like 2 people said they didn't know if they had what it took to survive there. They just didn't know. And a guy who is the top guy there sales wise, for now. He comes up to me afterwards. He's like, all right, let's see how bad you butchered it. He said, wow, you didn't butcher anything. He said, well, let's see what your profit margin on this is. Probably terrible. At least he says, wow, my profit margin hasn't ever been that high. Um, and then he looks at you, well, what'd you discount? He said, oh my gosh, I've never had anything sell for that much without having to discount everything. How'd you do it? How'd you do it? Boom. I surrendered to the situation. It's funny because all the managers that ran the day were out the building when this transaction went down. They came back in and they're seeing it and they're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? What did I miss? Darcy gave me a hug and she's like, that ought to make you feel better, right? Yeah, to be honest, I still don't feel well. But if it was Friday, I'll be jumping over display cases and hopping on the showroom. But I think I'm gonna go sit down for about 5 or 10 minutes. And we got back to it, and it wound up being mainly me rearranging stuff today, moving stuff, even though I didn't feel good. And every single person that worked today told me thank you for the work I did outside of myself. After I made a sale, those people had their heads down. Guess what they did? They made sales. Belief levels were changed and they were raised. And it wasn't because of this person or that person or this thing or that place, or if I could just accomplish this, or if I could just make this happen, or if I could just that, or all those excuses, the if I coulda, woulda, shoulda, will be's, maybes, possibly, those things don't matter. Those are all excuses. Those are all illusions keeping us out of the present, out of the right now. Out of the right now. I need you to stay in the right now. I need you to understand whatever is troubling you, you just surrender to it. You gain the power to live and to do a 180, change your trajectory, just like that. It all starts with you. This U-turn I had today, crazy. First day of the new month, first day of the new pay period. I'm in 5 figures in open orders. All be closed this week. 5 figures. Day one. On the day that I would not have got out of bed for if I didn't decide to get back in the home improvement industry. There's nothing else I would have been doing income-wise that would have got me out of bed today the way I was feeling. Promise you. I was at work for a longer time period than some people were scheduled to work today before I started to feel like I was starting to normalize. And I'd already had this magical moment happen. That all happened because I took accountability. Didn't point the finger at anybody. It was all about me owning up to my situations in life. And that's why, man, that's why I appreciate every single moment, the good, the bad. Because without those, you take a couple of the stones out, then you don't have enough weight to support the steps for you to be able to climb one step at a time to exactly where you're supposed to be, exactly when you're supposed to be there. Things don't just happen, they happen just. I want you to understand that. You only live right, so why don't you stop fighting and get it right the first time? Again, it's your boy, social media hype man, aka SMH, coming to a conversation near you very, very soon, especially if you're on social media, aka Terrence A. Collins Jr. You can also type that in to find my other YouTube channel, aka Mr. Inspired Mind. And I want you guys to remember YLM, your life matters to us, okay? And we are here to help you get from exactly where you are to exactly where it is that you want to be. And once we get you exactly where it is that you want to be, we can work on getting you exactly where it is that you need to be. Once you get exactly where you need to be, we can get you from there to the place that you and your family ultimately deserve to be in life. I believe each and every single one of you guys have a purpose. And the first thing we need to do is we need to find a way to get you into the place where you can be in most passion. You can be in your most passionate place ever in life and you can live there. From there you will find your purpose and you can change the world. The butterfly effect is real. And I will have lived and died for nothing if I can't help you to fulfill your purpose. That was a lot. This went way longer than I would have planned it to. But again, you guys know I don't really plan out videos. I just record. Yeah. I'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you subscribe. Click that link below. Get in the newsletter, but make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss anything. Alright, I've got a lot of stuff coming for you guys. Especially subscribers and especially in email. God bless.